The one time I tried to be social, didn't work out.
You know all of these lists that go around on social media saying, "Here's where everyone's hanging out in the 30s and where to meet people." We went to some of these last night, and let me tell you, they're a little questionable.
Last night, I went out in New York with my girlfriend, who's also in her 30s, and we try to go hit up those really viral bars that everyone recommends that you should go to if you're wanting to meet a single man in New York City. And let me tell you, we went to 3 different places. We almost went to 4, but it was honestly such a fail. I don't know if that's because it was Memorial Day weekend and for whatever reason, all the single men happened to be out, but all the pretty girls were out. It was crazy. There were so many girls. It was like all the girls were at these bars. But we went to um Bleecker Street Bar, we went to the Mulberry Bar, and then we went to Flatiron Room first. And we started pretty late, like in prime time, I would say. We started around like 9. I'm sorry, we started around 10. We got to the Flatiron Room at 10. Everybody there was like there with their parents. There were like children with like very, very elderly people. And then we were like, okay, we gotta go. And then after that, we were like, okay, let's really try one of these bars on these lists that are going around on social media. Me and my friend were in our 30s too. And so we were like, okay, let's try Mulberry Bar. So we get there. First of all, there's a line. It's all girls. Everyone's apparently, I think they have a dress code. And I don't know if my friend would have gotten in because she was wearing sneakers. But whatever, we're a girl. But the guy before us got rejected because he was wearing sneakers. And the guy was like, oh, that's not allowed. But long story short, these girls come out and they're like, oh, like everyone there's like, the vibe's young. And we're like, what do you mean? How old are you guys? And they're like, oh, we're 32. I'm like, oh, great, we're 30s too. But apparently she was like, oh, it's good vibes, but it's all girls. So I'm like, okay, we're not going in there. And then after that, we go to the Bleecker Street Bar. We go in. There's luckily no line. Makes sense. It's Memorial Day weekend. There's no line. And we go in and everyone looks like they just got their IDs. We're like, this is not our vibe. Everyone's too young. And the bouncers, like, we went in. I think we spent like 2 minutes doing like a round. We went back out and they're like, oh, y'all leaving already? We're like, yeah, it's too young in there. And like everybody was laughing. And we went to some other bars. We went to like Pancake, and which is not really a bar like that, where you're like trying to bump into people, but we hung out with some friends at the end of the night. But let me tell you, it's either these lists are bogus or that this was just not the right weekend. But how is it possible that not a single straight man is out?